there's more. Dear caterpillar, there is more. Whether you are still a caterpillar or still largely caterpillar versus more tapped into your butterfly self, wherever you're at, dear you, dear divine, hello again. There's more offerings through the ancient wisdom from these divine goddesses representing aspects of the Divine Mother. Offerings for you to expand your heart and mind around what you experience, the dark, deep depths of what you are experiences. Whoa. The dark, deep depths of what you are experiencing. These are these are divine reminders for you to receive, reflect on, and consider for each of the potential variations of stages that unfolds through this process, or your transformation process, your purification into your most purest expression of your divinity embodied in this lifetime on earth now. Gentle divine reminder 1. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Earth. The gentle reminder is you manifested this, not in the sense of shame, but in the sense of affirmation. Like Goddess Uzume said in our last video, you're ready. You were already feeling confined by the reality that you were living. The pond you are swimming in was starting to feel too small for the understanding of your own vastness that you were developing and that was growing. In that sense of being constricted and needing to expand, you manifested this opportunity to fulfill that desire, to fulfill your natural divine growth, the trajectory of it. You manifested a reaper from the you that was not quite feeling like you to a you that would feel ever more so like the you you've dreamt you wanted to be and could be. At every step, no matter the devastation and loss, reframe perception to trust in the beginning that will undeniably ensue. Maintain, sustain the widest possible lens of your experience, of your reality. Have the perspective that a wise elderly woman would have. The crone of wind, the wise woman. Traditional tarot, the King of Swords. There is, whenever we are honed in on some potent aspect of our reality, there is always a wider lens. Expand, find it. Find it. It can get easy to get lost in devastation, despair, stagnancy when we are there in the cocoon. But we must remember that we are the crone. We are not our mind. We are that which has a mind. We can see beyond our mind, beyond what we are tangibly experiencing, mentally, physically. So, do not think, though, that the pessimism, the doubt, won't plague you, won't tempt you from falling, spiraling down this mental state and emotional state. The pessimism, the grief, the doubt, it will show, it will weigh. And you must always redirect, always reframe back to the expanded vision that is, you manifested this, you are ready for this, you are being purified and rebirthed into your most purest divine essence embodied. This is not just death. This experience is not just death, it's not just destruction, it's not just grief, loss, trauma activated, and aspects of what would build up your reality now seen clearly, disillusioned, disenchanted, betrayed. This is not just that. This rebirth, this experience of your rebirth is not just that. It is revolution. It is you releasing the reality, the extent of possibility you have lived, to embrace what else, what more could be. It is a revolution of your reality. You are just in the first half part, the destruction before the reclamation, before the abundance. before the flying free as a butterfly. Dear caterpillar, settle in. Know that you are loved, held every step of the way in this womb you find yourself in, no matter how dark and alone it may seem. There, before we depart, dear divine, there is a heeding message for you to take heed of, a message for me that I extend to you now as we share our unfolding of rebirth and transformation. We as humans have a beautiful gift of choice that is often and sometimes over heavily informed by the mind. And so where humans can stumble in this devastating and delicate transformation process is in the mind. Is when we perceive the process as being one of manipulation, one where we are a mere puppet being tossed around and miserable all at once, ever and ever still, not knowing when and where an end or relief will come. That is the trickery, the fault that the mind can stumble us with. Fear, loss, opposition, conflict. This is happening to us. We are victims of this. No, we called it in. We are ready. It is divine. It is not just destruction, it is rebirth. Look how magical. It looks beyond just the hand and the puppet. The divine is ever present, even though the mind is too. We must always redirect, reframe from the widest lens possible, the vision of wisdom that all is divine. Even if this is our mind and this is our experience, all is divine. That is where the Six of Pentacles, our success, our abundance, our prosperity, our highest divine expression embodied, our purest self expressed and creating heaven on earth in this 3D reality, offering the divine to itself, to others in their own growth and processes. This is the beautiful success of our highest unfolding, is if we surrender. So if we surrender mind, ego to the love, the divine love inherent in this unfolding. The heed, take heed. We can fail. We can fail to see the divine through this process. We can stumble and get lost in seeing ourselves as the puppet controlled by these forces beyond that are meant to torment and force us to lose and hurt. We can get lost here. We can fail to become the butterfly that is our choice. That is why we must surrender the mind, the ego in the process, because the mind and the ego do not have the expansiveness to consider what is divinely possible, to fathom, to birth what is divinely possible. The mind can only perceive, suspect it. We must allow it, surrender to it, to then become it and discover it for ourselves. Dear divine, dear caterpillar, or wherever you're at in the process, may these offerings from our Divine Mother offer you what they've offered me through my transformation. A sense of grounding, a sense of being held, a sense of trust, direction. And if these offerings do not, may you still find it, feel it, have it, exude it. May you surrender to your highest, purest form unfolding onto this earth through this rebirth. May you become excited that you might dance in anticipation as that vision of who you could be grows clearer and clearer in your mind and in your reality. Continue to shed and know you are not alone. You are so deeply held, dear divine. You are so deeply loved. Until next time, take care. Be well.